Chat, today we're gonna watch an Edwin Valero documentary. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be very interesting because I've heard a couple stories from my coach personally, because my coach trained Oscar De La Hoya and he came in for a camp. I think he was in camp for like a month. It was like a story about them being at like I think Big Bear, and he was giving Oscar a hard time from what I heard. So I'm gonna react to this and I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on the personal stories that I know. So let's get it.
Established a remarkable record of 26 wins, no losses, with all 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated WBC lightweight champion of the world, Edwin Dinamita Valero.
In the history of
It's
boxing,
crazy, man.
there are many dramatic stories in which ordinary people, overcoming incredible difficulties, became world
Okay, Manny
champions
Pacquiao.
and the idols
I might
of
be going into
millions.
camp with Manny Pacquiao.
There are also reverse situations, when money and popularity
Prince
cause the
Nassim.
fighters to engage in crazy and self-destructive behavior. But Edwin Valero's story is unlike any of them. During his boxing career, he fought only 27 times and won each fight
He got a
ahead
crazy
of
style,
schedule,
though. I ain't gonna
while
lie.
finishing the first 18 fights in the
Oh.
first round, setting a world record at the time. He
A
was
world
predicted
record?
to have a great future, fame, and world titles. But it all ended
Dang, look
in
how
a
short he
real
throw his
tragedy.
punches when he shut up.
In this video, we will take a look at the career of Edwin Valero.
Edwin Valero.
Edwin was born in 1981 in Venezuela and grew up under very difficult conditions. So at the age of 9, he had already left school and worked with his mother to help support his brothers and sisters. In total, he served 14 prison terms for robbery and similar misconduct. Edwin started boxing at the age of 12, and the young boy was immediately noticed. He became fully committed to training.
No, we not about to skip past that. What did it say? Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back.
Mother to help support his brothers and sisters. In total, he served 14 prison terms for robbery and similar misconduct.
Hold on. 14? Didn't he die pretty young though? Hold on, we finna search this up.
How old was Edwin Valero?
Edwin Valero was only 28 years old and he served 14 terms for robbery.
Edwin started boxing at the age of 12, and the young boy was immediately noticed. He became fully committed to training, wanting to learn the subtleties of his new hobby.
The techniques of this youngster, I can see his abilities, I can see the power, I can see the killer instinct that he possessed.
As he grew
was
older,
a
he had a
southpaw.
bright amateur career, where the young Valero earned a good record of 86 wins with 57 knockouts and only 6 defeats. He was one of many young fighters.
Hey,
but
fun fact, I got to talk to somebody with a crazy record like this on the phone. I forgot what he told me. Hey, I forgot about that. Hearing that record reminded me of that because when my coach told me this guy boxing record was like something like how Edwin Valero, I was shocked. I was honored to be able to talk to him, man. And he talked clear. He didn't sound like he had brain damage or nothing.
was not common among the larger field of amateurs. He was given the nickname Dynamite. There was no doubt that Edwin Valero was going to be successful in the professional world. But in 2001, he suffered a serious accident that marked the beginning of his downfall. Valero received a serious head injury as the result of a motorcycle accident. Doctors advised Valero to retire from boxing, as any subsequent blows to his head could be dangerous. But Edwin, after being treated for about 10 months, assured everyone that he was fine and decided to continue boxing.
From what I know, this story didn't end well. So, hey, who knows what would have happened if he would have just sat down and listened. But we probably wouldn't even have known of an Edwin Valero if he would have sat down and listened.
The hot-blooded Valero, also known as the Liquidator, was eager to prove himself in the professional ring and saw no obstacles, despite his injury. On July 9th, 2002, Edwin Valero entered his first professional fight, finishing it in the first round. He repeated this exactly 18 times, setting a new world record. 18 wins with 18 knockouts in the first round. Edwin's
Lying. I don't believe it. I'm a believer for now. Matter of fact, nah, I ain't gotta Google it. I'm a believer. This dude ain't got no reason to lie. So you mean to tell me this brother got in the ring? Okay, first time he get in there, boom, 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 get you out, get you up out of there in the first 3 minutes, right? He go in there second time and do it. Okay, they like, dang, this dude getting some bums up out of here potentially. After that fifth fight, he's still knocking guys out in the first round, and then he going to his 10th fight doing. Okay, it's like, hold on, and then he go 8 more fights after that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they I don't know. They should have made an exempt for him. Let him fight in the U.S. now. Actually, don't, cause he gonna knock all the cash cows out.
Edwin's impressive achievement could not go unnoticed. He fought in the real underground: Venezuela, Panama, Japan, the most vicious places of professional boxing. Edwin's impressive achievements did not go unnoticed.
Boom! I did that before.
And Oscar de la Hoya's new promotion company, Golden Boy Promotions. The contract with the Venezuelan was signed, but difficulties arose during a medical examination in order to obtain his boxing license in the United States. Due to his head injury, he was banned from performing in the U.S. It would seem
I didn't know Oscar actually signed him.
that everything ended before it began. Valero was still able to find a good option and signed a contract with Taiken Promotions in Japan. Naturally,
I heard
in
it,
Japan, Panama, and other countries, his new managers were not especially worried about his injury, since he brought them good money. After a couple of battles, he rose to his first championship fight against Vicente Mosquera. Mosquera was a good fighter, and the fight took place in his homeland. Imagine what it's like to be an outsider fighting in the center of Panama with a local champion.
Bro, look at him.
This
He
style of
can't
fight
sit
is the
still.
most difficult in the career of any boxer. In the very first round, Valero knocked down his opponent twice.
Es caída oficial. Le están contando pero de que Valero pega lo acaba de demostrar. No debe dejarse dar esas andanadas y loco, es mejor que camine el ring porque algunas de las peleas se las han parado a rivales de Valero por subir la.
Hey, when Valero smacked his head on the pavement, bro, whatever stop whatever in your brain that make you fear something, that was gone. This dude fighting like he don't care what happened tomorrow. He don't care about his health. Look at that. He said, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I hit back, baby boy. Look at that. He's swinging the same 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. He ain't through a 1-2 or none of that. 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. Watch this. 2-3, 2-3. Yeah, you know a punch coming. You still ain't gonna duck it though. Ready. Watch this. Ready? The 2-3 gonna come back. 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, mother. 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. 2-3, mother.
There was no tactically elegant boxing.
2-3,
The
2-3.
boxers stood opposite each other and unambiguously
Hold on.
exchanged blows.
What y'all think gonna come next?
By the
What
third
y'all
round,
think gonna come
the
next?
Venezuelan had also
Ready.
been knocked
Yes.
down.
Yes. I bet you $100 I get it right. What's gonna come next? What's
The
gonna come next?
spectators
What's his
rejoiced.
next 2 punches
Cups and
gonna be?
other garbage flew into the ring. The crowd exploded. Edwin looked shocked, but while the
Watch this,
announcer
watch this.
reassured the fans,
Guess what's
he
gonna knock him
managed
out?
to collect himself.
Guess what's gonna knock him out? Ready. 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. He be in
By the
camp
10th
all day
round,
just working
he
on
found the
2-3.
strength to stop the champion. Thus, he
Ready.
became the
2,
WBA
3,
world
2,
champion in his
3,
weight class.
2-3. Boy, 2-3s all day.
Valero's career was taking off, and he had to defend his title 3 times. Even at this early stage, rumors of drunken brawls by the boxing champion and outbursts of rage outside the ring were reported. In 2007, it was reported that Edwin attacked his own mother and sister. It was said that simply he had a hot temper, and soon it was forgotten. Valero was known and loved in his home country. Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez was his friend, and there were many photos on the news showing Edwin and the politician together. Around this time, the Venezuelan fighter obtained his famous tattoo, bearing the likeness of the Venezuelan president on his chest. Chavez became his personal patron. Life went on, but Valero did not lose touch with America and his dream to return there one day. Dynamite was often asked to be the sparring partner of other famous fighters. It was thanks to his wild performances in training camps and his overwhelming
Valero
domination
hit
of
hard.
great champions during these sparring sessions that Edwin became famous in America. Everyone who watched Valero was struck by his
Snap that man
aggression,
neck.
his animal hatred, and the
In that
dynamite in his
boxing ring.
gloves. Specialists who monitored fresh fighters direct from training camps could not believe their eyes. Many compared him to Pacquiao and Shane Mosley. The guy moved brilliantly in the ring, equally dominating and working defense. But most importantly, he had a really heavy blow, while being a fairly sophisticated boxer. Edwin took part in the scandal that appeared before the battle between Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao. According to the rumors, during their sparring session, he beat up the Golden Boy so badly that he was
Is that my
asked
coach
to
in the
leave
back?
the hall.
That's my coach in the
You
back
may
right
remember
there.
how Oscar looked
Hey,
that
my
night.
coach wasn't lying. I just seen him. Hold on, we're gonna go back. We're gonna zoom in on him. That's my coach right there. Hey, that's crazy. I never thought he was lying though. I knew he was telling the truth, but that's him.
That he was asked to leave the hall. Session, he beat up the Golden Boy so badly that he was asked to leave the hall. You may remember how Oscar looked that night and how the match ended. Interestingly, both Morales and De La Hoya invited Valero to spar with them before their fights with Manny Pacquiao. Apparently, Edwin could perfectly imitate the Filipino style like no other. Even Mikey Garcia, one of the most promising fighters of our time, sparred with Edwin Valero.
Hey, so you sparred with Edwin Valero?
Lots of times when I was younger, when I was like 16, 17, 18, the power was just unbelievable. No matter where it hit you, even if you were blocking it, just feel the fucking power. And he never really took it light on anybody. He was gonna knock you out.
He was sparring?
He knocked a lot of
27
guys out in sparring.
27 knockout. Mikey, who's the toughest guy you ever sparred? What sparring session do you think was the most epic?
Edwin Valero.
Why?
He hit the hardest, man. Hardest puncher ever.
This man was so sure of himself. His power was so natural that in his mind, he thought that he could go out there and just by throwing the first few shots, he would destroy the opponent. And he was right.
Dang, he accurate too. When he shadow box, he throws his
You can
punches
see
real
the
short.
improvement. You can see the talent. You can see his boxing ability.
But they look.
Whenever he knocked out an opponent, he was always thinking.
Right.
He would always go in and execute in time and change his speed and fake and jab and change the combinations and made it change power in mid-air like a Michael Jordan. He had that ability. So that's basically what we tried to teach this youngster. And we were doing very well until the bad news from the commission that Valero could not fight anymore.
Valero's return to the United States was simply a matter of time and business acumen. The old cunning fox, the godfather of modern boxing, Bob Arum, took
Arum.
up his case. But disturbing news continued to come. Edwin was caught with drugs, driving while drunk, and fighting outside of the ring, and his whole family.
Can you imagine fighting Edwin Valero outside the ring? Oh my! I don't even want to think about that. I feel like I'm gonna get CTE just thinking about that, bro. This man was knocking. He knocked 18 people in a row out in that boxing ring in the first round. People that train to fight. Can you imagine getting a fight with this guy outside the boxing ring? Oh my goodness, bro! I don't even want to think about that. He ain't here beating up the champions in sparring. Oh heck no! This dude outside that boxing ring. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, all right. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run. I ain't fighting Edwin Valero with no gloves. I ain't even fighting no weight gloves on if he was still alive.
Was afraid of him. His wife's family was also terrified, her uncle later said. Legends even say that he got away with murder. But when your friends are the president of your country and one of the most cunning promoters of our time, how many problems can you have? In early 2009,
He probably did it with his bare hands too.
the contract was signed.
Allegedly.
Edwin Valero officially returned to American TV, and the issue with his injury was abruptly settled. Edwin Valero got into a new weight category, and there he waited for a duel over the vacant WBC championship belt. His rival was a fairly strong Mexican, Antonio Pitalua, with a record of 47-3, with 41 victories obtained ahead of schedule. Pitalua has not lost ahead of schedule since 1995. The larger American public saw for the first time this new fighter with his crazy look and wild blows. Pitalua was on the ropes 3 times in the second round.
Ooh. Yeah, he's not all right. Dang, bro, he don't know where he at. He probably thinks the ref was hitting him. Look at this. You can't even do nothing. You're helpless at this point. You help, and look, the way he throw his punches, like,
Valero,
bro, I'd have looked at
champion in his.
Hold on, mother. I think you hit me too. I don't think he hit me. I think y'all jumping me. Show me the footage. That's what I would have said. No, I think you hit me too. Matter of fact, I think somebody from the crowd hit me. I think everybody in here just punching on me. It ain't just one guy punching me in the head right now.
Weight category. Edwin's fame grew, not only in the narrow circles of boxing specialists.
Hold up, brother. He just hit him in the mouth.
His fame grew, not only in the narrow circles of boxing specialists, but also in the large.
Let me see. He just socked that man in the mouth. Watch this. High five. Boom! Yeah, you know he got him back later for that.
Began to learn about him. Increasingly, Bob Arum mentioned his new fighter, and the press discussed his dream battle against Manny Pacquiao. Valero himself wanted this fight. Towards the end of 2009, the champion attacked his mother and sister again. In addition, rumors began to circulate that the champion was regularly beating his own wife. Jennifer was silent, as was his family. Again, everything was forgotten. The Venezuela was given a slap on the wrist. Edwin's eyes seemed to burn more and more with each passing year, and each fight was a spectacle to behold. Indeed, there was something wild in his eyes. Eyes don't lie. It is said that each of his battles broke down into a duel of views, and this is not surprising. Dynamite held another title defense, after which he met a young and very promising boxer, Antonio DiMarco. As with his first title fight,
tough,
Valero went to the homeland of his opponent,
chin.
but this time he was already the champion. It was a real old-school
Valero
battle with dirty blows and flying mouth guards.
Oh shoot, this looks like it's gonna be a good fight.
At the very beginning.
Oh, this looks like a good fight. Oh, he took down the chin.
DeMarco's people telling us that they want to keep this fight in the center of the ring.
No, don't fight Edwin Valero in the middle of the ring. Don't fight him in the middle. Oh, he called him. Yeah, use your reach. Yeah, get on him, get on him. Get on him. That's your only chance of winning, my boy. You made it to round 2. Congratulations. Congratulations, my boy. You made it to round 2. Oh, shoot, he really did get elbowed on the head. Hey, this is the only way you going to beat him. Watch, I got a feeling Valero's still going to win. He crazy as heck. I feel like you could, boom, and he'll still win the fight. Oh, they swinging like a mug. Bro, Valero ain't playing, bro. He like, boy, I fell off this motorcycle. I'm still in here with you today, banging it out. Hold up. Oh! I don't think that was his fault. I don't think he did it on purpose. Their hands collided. I've been happy that landed fighting Valero. Shoot, that boy crazy. You just turned him up some more. Valero don't got an off switch. Bro, I feel like Valero, bro, you could throw a weight at this ninja chin. He's still gonna walk you down. Uh, 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 uh. Bro. Look, Valero, look, like today's fighters, for example, they throw and then they sit back and they try to look at their work. Bro, Valero would throw and just keep throwing. He ain't gonna look and see because you hurt. He not gonna look. He gonna stay on you. He gonna stay on you. Like a lot of guys, they land this punch, they gonna move around the ring after that. Bro, Valero like, no, we gonna do this all night until you hit the canvas, you quit.
Between rounds, DeMarco refused to continue the fight.
What?
The elbow strike he received, the final shots of their confrontation, and the insane look of the champion's glee will forever remain in his memory.
Told y'all he wasn't finna
Valero
stop.
won 27 fights, all of them by knockout, an ideal record for what seemed like an
Hold on. I already didn't believe in what he said. 18-0 in a row. First round knockout. Now he's saying 27-0 all knockout. Oh my, bro! Imagine if he was able to box and bro. Imagine if Valero stayed locked in and none of that bad stuff happened.
seemed like an ideal boxer, but everything changed in an instant. After one fight where Dynamite showed excellent skills and a clear growth of his understanding of technical and boxing knowledge, talks once again resumed about the fight with Pacquiao.
Man,
Valero really wanted to fight with Pacquiao, but the boxer's dream was not destined to come true. A month after his last fight, his past head injury, coupled with his constant use of drugs, did the trick.
what happened? Chat, what y'all think gonna happen? Man, I already know.
Former lightweight boxing champion Edwin Valero has been arrested for allegedly killing his wife. The 28-year-old is a household name in Venezuela, and police have said he was arrested after they found the body of his wife in a hotel where the couple was staying. Police say Valero left the hotel room at about dawn Sunday and allegedly told security he had killed the woman. Police say she had 3 stab wounds on her body.
At 5:30 in the
Dang, bro, hold up. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing right now? Bro, this look like a demon, boy. What the?
Valero walked barefoot to the front desk of his.
And by the way, I'm not, what do you call it? I'm not encouraging this at all. I'm just saying, bro. They say, look, let me go back. They say the eyes don't lie. Bro, whoever said that, they not lying. Oh my goodness, bro. This gotta be edited.
At 5:30 in
I'm
the
not
morning,
glorifying
Valero
this.
walked
I'm just
barefoot
saying.
to the front desk of his hotel and calmly announced that he had killed his wife. She was found stabbed to death. He showed no resistance at the time of his arrest. Valero was allegedly drunk and under the influence of drugs. There was a risk of suicide. The police took away his shoes and jacket, but they left him with a pair of sweatpants, which became his method of choice for hanging. He was found in his cell on the early morning of April 19th, 2010. He was just 28 years old.
Dang.
Only after the tragedy did Valero's acquaintances begin to talk about his problems with drugs and alcohol. He has extreme jealousy over his wife, whom he beat repeatedly. Bob Arum described him as completely unstable and said that he was not normal. But all these statements and revelations made no difference. The worst had already happened. Edwin Valero, a boxer of incredible talent who could have been the next Roberto Duran, instead ended up in a grave dug by his own internal demons.
Dang, man. Rest in peace, Edwin Valero. That was the Edwin Valero documentary. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. That's crazy, man. I wasn't expecting it to end like that. I know he passed, but I didn't know how he passed. But that's crazy, chat. Hit the like button, follow, subscribe wherever you see it inside, and I'll see y'all next time.